Hello everyone and welcome to another deck guide on channel Duel. This time we have Northern Realms as our chosen faction, and Northern Realms don't have many alternatives to play this season, unfortunately. CD Projekt Red are focusing on the new mechanic Patience and also the Mage archetype or something like that, but the new cards on the Price of Power Part 2 aren't that great in my opinion, especially the legendary card is kind of a meme card, but the rest of the cards are decent, I would say. And yeah, in this video I'll try to demonstrate how they work. Actually, I'm only running two of them, so the other two are missing. So if we look at the cards here, what are the other Northern Realms cards that we're not using? One of them is Practice Makes Perfect. This is only good if you're playing a pure mage deck, in my opinion. But you could play this card as part of, Gerhardt's, let's say, set of spells. And the other card, the legendary, that I didn't like is Tissia Devry. I mean, some people are using this in a specific combo deck. Other than that, I mean, it is really hard to find value with Devry. If you can somehow, make her work, I mean, you would definitely win the game by a long shot. But it's kind of a win more card. But the other two cards are okay. What are they? Well, the first one is the other counterpart of Bernard Student. You put this lady on range row, and it is totally similar to Bernard Student, but instead she boosts an allied unit by the number of patience counters on her. Compared to Bernard Student, boosting could be better against certain decks, but overall damaging other units is definitely better. You don't want two tall units, but maybe having a bit of both really could help. So I prefer to use two of each, and they obviously work great with Shani. This deck pretty much relies on drawing Shani and using Shani on one of the students. The bad thing about is I mean, you should put them on different row. So if you're planning to play Shani, you should think about where to use Shani. And especially with this Inspired Zeal ability, after you resurrect one of the students with Shani, you can immediately use the Inspired Zeal charge on the student, and then you don't have to wait for a turn, because otherwise, that would be risky. The opponent can remove this threat. So if you have 3 leader charges, so one of the leader charges is preserved for Shani's resurrected target. What about the other 2 targets? Well, one of them is the obvious choice, Selkirk. Dueling is pretty good in this game, so you should definitely reserve one of the charges for him, and the other charge is for Prince Ansei, the similar thing. But you have to play Ansei on range row, to benefit from the extra boost from formation. And since you're using your leader ability, you can immediately give Zeal to Prince Ansei, and he will hit for 7. Same thing for Selkirk, so they are 7 powered dual units, but you can always boost them with other targets like Marine or Eretuzi Student. It is possible to increase their reach. Okay, and other than these targets, if you can't draw, let's say, one of these 3, you can feel free to use the Zeal ability, for example, on Baron. We have Baron in this list, and also Viraxis. And this list isn't running Siege. Siege is always getting answered, at least when I'm playing it, so I'm kind of frustrated by that. That's why I want to use Baron instead. So we've got Prince, Gerhard, Baron, Shani, and Ansei. And as you see, you cannot draw any of these with Amphibious Assault or Eneuromancy, so you gotta be lucky, actually. So this deck is really draw dependent. You need to really draw well. You usually miss at least one of them. It is inevitable, but if you draw all of them, I mean, you are pretty much guaranteed to win the match. But in some certain cases, while I was shooting this video, even though I did not include that video, I mean, I kept drawing bronzes, and at one time, I mean, 4 or 5 goals were in my deck, so I got annihilated as a result, because the bronzes are, you know, pretty average here. They're not like monsters bronzes. Okay, so instead of playing Siege, I'm going for the, you know, Viraxis Root, and Baron is really valuable, as I said, so they make a lot of points. What about the other gold cards? We obviously have Amphibious Assault. It is kind of a requirement to play Northern Realms. We got Hubert, since he got buffed and turned into a thinning card. Hubert has also become a staple in Northern Realms deck. I'm also running Natalis to increase some, you know, consistency. And Natalis will usually draw Amphibious Assault, but I added more warfare cards to the mix. Like, I have a couple of Boiling Oils and a Winch, so that I have 4 warfare cards. And Winch could be useful, but unfortunately the only target that Winch can be played on is Shiny. And if you can't draw Shiny, so Winch is only a 5 power card, 5 point card. So if you don't have Shiny, I mean, please mulligan Winch away. And what about the other cards? We have Letitia. This is the final price of power card that I'm going to talk about. Letitia is an okay card in my opinion. Some people really like her. I don't. I mean, if the opponent is playing a solitaire deck, she is extremely valuable, obviously, because, you know, she's going to increase the patience values of Aretusa and Banart students. That's why she's really important. But most of the time, you're not going to find much value out of Letitia Charbonnet. Most of the time, I mean, she will play for only 6 points. So you got to be careful. But one of the advantages of playing this deck is there are a lot of engines, so the opponent needs to answer most of them. So sometimes Letitia doesn't get answered and could increase patience values of other cards. Well, I think, and for 7 provision, 6 power is decent. Okay, and I also have some room for Margarita. Luck is really valuable in this game. That's why, and for 6 provisions, she's pretty good. Yes, and we don't have to use Dorigate thanks to her, and we can run Devotion. And for that reason, we can play Correct Marine. And for some odd cases, you know, Prince Viraxis, you know, 3rd ability could come in handy. The Veil ability, not the soldier boosting thing, because there aren't any soldiers other than Correct Marine and I guess Natalis. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm also running 2 ballistas, reinforced ballistas. Well, I'm not running Siege. You could ask, why are you running ballistas? Well, reinforced ballistas are pretty good. You don't have to play Siege to get value out of them. I mean, they are a 1 point engine, 1 point per turn engine. You know, that's really good. And on top of that, I have some, you know, warfare cards, like, you know, 2 Boiling Oil and Witch, and then Amphibious Assault. So when you play these, you're gonna get more value. And plus another card that the opponent needs to respond to. I have a single casting constant. Well, an argument could be made, like increasing the number of casting contests to 2 and removing 1 of the Boiling Oil. But since I'm running ballistas, I wanted to have more warfare cards in the deck. Casting contest is amazing on students or Correct Marines. You know, it's gonna reset the order ability, give Zeal, and on top of that, you know, casting contest boost by 5. So this is a really great card for only 5 provisions. I have a single Aretusa Adept, because, you know, there was a 4 provision slot left, and she could get really big with a couple of patience units on the board. And a single Cintrian Envoy. He is really a risky card to play, because you only play him for 4 points, and the opponent, you know, can really benefit from that, and all of a sudden can get ahead in points. But the advantage of playing Envoy is, you know, increasing the quality of your next round. And especially on red coin, and if you don't plan to push the opponent much, the Centurion Envoy is really great. Maybe you can add 2 golds to the next turn, which could be really valuable in this, especially in this list, because as you see there are a lot of, you know, great golds that you're not guaranteed to draw. And that's it, I guess. I talked about each card, and Crystal Skull is the best stratagem in this deck. There are a lot of engines that you want to protect, and people are running Lux, especially if you're matched up against Nilfgaard. Crystal Skull could find value unless the opponent is running Vincent. And for some odd reason, while I was shooting video, I you know, managed to queue up against vanilla Geralts, Moralities, and other some nonsense cards. So you gotta be lucky on that thing as well. Okay, so I have 2 games to show you today, and I hope you like them, and see you at the end of the video. Okay, I'm matched up against Syndicate Lime Pocket. Will I be able to survive the onslaught? It's not an easy matchup at all. However, this hand is pretty good. Let's start with students. He's protected against poison and bounty. Okay, so what to play here then? Is this guy running Heatwave? No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the soldier here. Just keep boosting the Vanart student. And, well, lovely. Well, the last game I was playing, you know, Geralt of Rivia came along, and now Morelsi. Okay, this is a great day to shoot YouTube content, I guess. Love to see that. Wonderful. What a joke, man. Well, let's get the other student then. And see him get poisoned this time. I mean, why would anyone play Morelsi? I mean, there are better, much better alternatives. See, there is the poison. Today is a great day to play this game. Lovely. Okay, the round is yours, dude. Now this clowny opponent will try to bleed me, thinking I have siege. Okay, winch could be useful here. None of the students, you know, made a lot of points here. So I don't have Prince or Raxus. Should I? Yeah, I think I should. Okay, now I'm gonna draw Hubert probably. So I'll just stop here because this is definitely not a good day for me to take chances. Okay, the opponent is starting with Cleaver for some odd reason. I'm just gonna boiling oil that. Also, you know, purify one of the muscles there. Justice. So he wants to 2-0 me, okay. Sure.
Only one of us will still stand by the end of the day.
Reduce a student is really a weak play here, but I think I have to do that. If the opponent passes, I gotta play shiny and play one more card probably, but you know, whatever. I think it's worth, you know, losing a card here. Because I mean, the opponent is definitely gonna, you know, play his drill here. Because, you know, he played both of the Crown Splitter cards. So I'm just kind of baiting on something good here. Professor. It's just work, okay. Let's play shiny here. Play marine. And boost this poor girl. Hopefully we can get some value out of her. Getting better and better. Okay, so what can I draw with? Amphibious assaults. The other ballista or Letitia. Letitia won't do much here. Do I lock this? I don't think it's a good idea. The opponent could wipe out the whole board if he had a bit more coins with drill. Area. Okay. Reduces cooldown by 3, so I can do this a bit later. Get the other marine out actually. Okay. 5 cooldown. Okay, here comes Kurt. Yeah, he didn't kill this. Interesting. Then I'm gonna kill that. Okay, 7. and 11 and kill that.
Not forget.
Here's Graydon. Okay, this is full bounty deck. Sure. Okay, this is the turn, right? Where is the drill? There it is. 11 coins in the bank. This is gonna be rough. Okay. More coming. Naturally. Gerhardt will play for 13 here. Let's think. Well, Baron is totally useless, as you see. 7 points. 13. Let's just slug. I don't think this deck has any more gold cards. Maybe Siggy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use both of these. You can't duel me, man. What are you doing? But Baron is useless anyway. The question is, well, if I use double inspired Zeal, I can take the round with additional. I'm gonna try this. Is there a better alternative? No, there isn't. Okay, so I gotta use both leader charges. I will do it, man. Whatever. So Pre-Sensei may not be useful if I draw him. But Baron as a last, last say, I think it's quite valuable. And what are these draws? Okay, this is great. This isn't. Well, we're just gonna play him on the back row. And hope he sticks. Okay, that won't do anything. Let's boost this. Okay. Well, he found a way to spend his coins. Point. Let's reset. Whew. Lovely bleeds. Playing against Gallagher on red coin. Okay, how do we approach this? Constant contest isn't gonna be great here. I better get rid of one of these. Okay. Okay, this is not a normal deck. Let's just kill that. Another one, okay.
Seen it all already. And then some. So, shall we warm up with a fire spell?
So are we expecting a priest? No, instead we're getting bullshit. Let's play this and get ourselves a Baron. Lovely deck. I loved it. Thank you. Come on, throw one more spell. Okay, Mega Scope, sure. Why wouldn't you play the Bears? What are you trying to do, man? Okay, so the opponent, if the opponent passes, he will be. Okay, what are we drawing here? Marine, I guess. Hydrants. What is this bullshit deck? Who makes these decks? Sure, go ahead. You can have the round. You did your combo. Congratulations. I wish I was playing against meta decks. Unfortunately, that's not the case here. Let's keep these two. There are still lots of gold cards in the hand, in the deck. But I don't want to stack up on too many golds. Okay, so not surprisingly, the opponent pushes. Opponent didn't use the leader so far, which is concerning. And keeps annoying the heck out of me. Okay, no. No more. Oh. Just that. Okay. Let's use Johnny.
Be glad
get the marine out and boost this girl so that she finds some kind of value. The bombs keep coming. Okay, Skomeglagool player. What is going on, man? Baron is actually kind of nice here, but I don't want to put him on. Okay, so I'm gonna need 3 chargers, right? Or
We've a hero in our midst.
okay. Well, we're gonna have to use amphibious assault, and let's check Hubert. So it kind of sucks. So what do we get with Hubert? The worst card possible. Yes, I guess. Okay. Okay, we got our leaders, the 2 leader charges, Gerhard and Prince. I'm not sure if I'll need Ballista here. Let's use this first.
The vast majority lack even potential.
Avalok Sage. Portal. Okay.
The day is nigh when all shall behold my beauty.
This is probably gonna get bombed. 2, 3, 3 bombs and... Okay. You didn't do anything, why did you go ahead and have to kill that? Okay, what do we play here? How about this? I play it. Margarita here and do not touch anything.
Just chop one off.
No, damn it!
Now let's kill that. There is our Hubert. And let's boost somebody. Well, this is a good luck. simply just boost this. Okay. There's the other bear witcher. Final card is probably Gwen.
Crown, all Karak is ours.
So which one is the better choice here? Gerhardt will play for 6. Prince will play for 5. That's nice. Okay, it probably was Quen or Heatwave or Axie. So none of them actually was enough to beat that. Well, I mean, I was able to draw most of my goals here. I think I only didn't draw Seltkirk, I guess, since I had to, you know, use amphibious assaults. So with this, if this deck, you know, like draws 80 to 90% of the goals, this deck usually wins. I like playing this, and the patience cards are kind of okay, but they are not really that powerful, especially if you're playing against a control heavy deck. It is really difficult to, you know, keep them on the board. But against, you know, monsters decks, you know, or any other, let's say, solitaire decks, your deck is pretty good. You know, the patience ability works really fine. Anyway, so I think this is the best Northern Realms alternative this season. So I totally recommend it, and I hope you have good success with it on the ladder. And I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, and see you on the next Duel video. Bye bye.